what's going on, guys? Let's try this problem right here. Here this question is asking, determine whether these two lines intersect at some point, right? Now if this line intersect at any point, there must be a point that this x and y and z must be equal, like x of the first line and x of the second line must be equal at some point, and y of the first line, y of the second line must be equal at some point, and z of the first line and z of the second line must be equal at some point. Now in order to find this one, what we have to do is first let's solve this problem. Let's solve this equation. For example, if I take this one 1 plus 2t, right, 1 plus 2t, and this second equation, that is minus 1 plus s, and if I solve for s, so let's take this one to this side, that's going to become 2 plus 2t is equal to s. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve this one, this y point. So here if I take this one, this is going to be 3t is equal to 4 plus s, and if I move this 4 to the other side, this is going to become 3t minus 4, right? That's going to be equal to s. Now what we have to do is we have to solve, from this one we can solve for s and t. We can find out s and t since we have two equations. Now let's go ahead and find that one. Now to find that one, what we can do is we can equate these two equations. So here what we can do is 2 plus 2t is equal to 3t minus 4, right? And from this one we can solve for t, and if you rearrange this one, this is going to become 2 plus 4 is equal to 3t minus 2t, and therefore t is going to be equal to 6, right? Now we have found out t. Now from this one we can use this one and find the s. So to find the s, what we can do is we can substitute this one right here, and if you substitute this 6, that's going to become 2 plus 2 times 6 is equal to what? That's going to be equal to s. And if you solve for this one, so 2 plus 12, that's going to give us 14. So s is equal to 14, t is equal to 6. So we have these two values. Now we have to check whether we have a point in this z-axis that is equal. To find that one, what we do is again we use the same technique, like we take these two equations, 2 minus t, and equate to other one, that's going to be 1 plus 3s, and if you apply these values, it must be equal in both sides, right? Then only we can have an intersect point. Now let's plug this one right here. So here we are going to have 2 minus 6 and 1 plus, if I plug this 14, this is going to be 3 times 14, right? 14 times 3, because we have 3 times 14. Now from this one we already know these two are not equal, because this is going to become minus 4 and this is going to be 14 times 3, that's going to be some bigger value. So we know that this is not equal. So from this one we know that this is not going to intersect, because if it intersect, these two points must be equal. Now this is not equal, therefore there's no intersection for these two lines. I hope you guys find this video helpful. See you next time.